Next, he never met ordinary members. Now, he commanded his female acolytes to send him strip videos. When his missive extended to young girls, English sisters Celeste and Christina also had to perform for his cameras.
That's, to me, disturbing, because this was just the start of much more.
Well, we were told we were dancing for God as well as Berg, didn't we?
Yeah, glorify God and dance. Yeah, it's just sad. It's just. David Berg wrote a letter called Glorify God and Dance, where he gave specific instructions about what he wanted to see on those dance videos. So it came right from David Berg. It was his idea, and it was for him.
He's a little life, you know? She's a little life. And you just fuck him over because you're a sick fucking pervert and you don't have anything better to do with your life than to fuck up your little kids. It's just so far beyond me, I just can't fucking imagine it. But yet it happened. It happened right before me. It happened to all of you.
Celeste's strip video was filmed at the family's commune in Greece. Led by Berg's lieutenant, Paul Pelequin, this was the unit that most enthusiastically followed the example set by Berg with Rick in the story of Davidito.
I hold Paul Pelequin responsible because he ran the communes. His word was go, and he was the one that did those dance videos when I was in Greece. I remember him yelling and being quite physically violent with me on many occasions throughout my childhood. I remember particular sexual abuse when I was 9 years old. It was on the floor in the studio, and I had to perform, masturbate him. And he masturbated me, and then he masturbated himself in front of me. I remember that particularly, but I don't remember every instance, because I mean it happens so often.
John came to me and she said, "Well, since Dad suggested that I make love to him in the latest comment tape, do you think I should masturbate?" And I said, "Of course, that sounds beautiful."
He was the one that would use David Berg's writings to support his position, and also help to set up the schedules that I would be put on for sexually servicing all the men in the home.
They didn't report to anyone else except for Berg. What happened in that location is they began to institute and institutionalize the pedophilia that Berg was already practicing in his personal household. And sadly, what happened with that inner circle, as far as some of the guys were, is it essentially became a pedophile ring. They viciously abused my sister and her friend Amy, as well as Celeste, in a very systematic way over a very, very long period of time. Now, the pernicious thing about all of this is that the children were enculturated to believe that this was normal.
It was really a beautiful experience. It really,
despite the allegations against Paul Pelequin, he has never been convicted of any child sexual abuse.
What about these, fucking perverts? Aren't they the real terrorists? Terrorizing little kids? Driving them to suicide? Isn't that like murdering them, basically? If you fuck with their mind so much that they can't go on, they really can't go on. Isn't that like killing them? I don't know, though. One of these fuckers to the head. I don't think there's gonna be much time to feel anything.
A few minutes after 8 a.m. on Sunday morning, our patrol officers got a call that there was a body here at the Palo Verde Irrigation District located inside a vehicle parked where you can see my car is now. Some of the things that we discovered in the car was a key card for the Holiday Inn Express, which is actually about 3/4 of a mile straight across here to the southwest. It looks like he probably took a shower, cleaned up, he drank some beers. Looked like he had laid in the bed, but that he hadn't slept in the bed, and possibly watched TV and just rested after cleaning up, and then drove this short distance over to here. I think it was just a place where he thought he wouldn't be bothered. He could do what he felt he needed to do. It's a very sad story, and if half of what they say occurred happened, it needs to be hopefully looked into and get this abuse stopped.
God damn. I can only imagine what my sister goes through. She has nightmares about, being dragged out of bed in the middle of the night to go have sex with Berg. God damn.
It was very strange because during a lot of these sexual interactions, David Berg would be getting prophecies where he would speak on account of ghosts that he believed were possessing him, and they were, that were good ghosts that were saved or were Christian, but had gone on to heaven and that were living with Jesus. And he would burst out speaking in tongues, just exactly like they do in a Baptist church, where they have tongues and prophecy. And he'd lift his hands in the air when he get a prophecy and say that was about, saying that was amazing sex that you just had with the ghost gypsy. The gypsy ghost is saying thanks. It was he would get a whole prophecy. It was really disturbing.
Now aged 12 and sequestered in the family's secret HQ, Rick's degradation reached new extremes. In his father's eyes, incest was virtuous, and he encouraged Rick's mother, Karen Zerby, to join in their sexual games.
I specifically remember a couple of accounts where we were all in the same bed. I was required to be having sexual interaction with the guru at the time, David Berg, and I would be on his right side masturbating him while Rick would be having full sexual intercourse with his mother on the other side of the bed. But it'd be like a big happy family time in bed between the four of us.
There are a lot of things that I've sort of come to terms with, and I understand the issues of control in the family. But what I haven't come to understand yet is how such a large group of people, of diverse backgrounds, of diverse ethnicities, of income levels, can so readily turn to wholesale pedophilia. Not everybody engaged in it, but if you were in the family, you knew about it.
The family deny Karen Zerby ever had sex with Rick, and say he himself never made this allegation. Nevertheless, whatever happened in David Berg's bedroom had a profound effect on Rick and his sister. In recent years, Davida has struggled with drug abuse, and today earns her living as an exotic dancer.
Jesus Christ. Anger does not begin to describe how I feel about these people and what they've done. Rage.
We want to release dubs for Ricky, and I'm also going to read off the names of people that we've heard of people who passed away who are not remembered, but this first dub is for Ricky. Abe, Amos, Andrew.